Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Rebecca Whitman. And I'm so happy that you said yes. Hello and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Caroline. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you so much. And let me introduce you a little bit to the audience. So, you are the magnetic abundance mentor and international best-selling author. You graduated with honors from Princeton University. You were awarded Life Coach of the Year and Empowered Woman of the Year by International Association of Top Professionals. USA Today rated you in the top 5 entrepreneurs to watch in 2024. And this is what we are going to do. Tell us more about that. And you, please.
Yes. Thank you for your kind words. It is shocking to me that USA Today rated me in the top 5 entrepreneurs to watch in 2024 because I moved to LA 20 years ago to be an actress. And although I had small parts on very big shows like Friends, CSI, and 24, I never did hit my break. And I found myself working at children's acting schools, which I really enjoyed because I don't have my own kids. And while the kids were off at school, I was studying with great thought leaders like Michael Beckwith, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, Marianne Williamson. And I started applying the law of attraction to my job. And before I knew it, I was making 6 figures working part time. And I didn't apply it so well to my love life. I had the habit of picking emotionally unavailable narcissistic men. And I decided to marry one, hoping he would change. And I think we all know that people don't change. So I got a divorce 3 years later. And as my divorce was happening, my dad was dying. And it was just a really painful, dark period of my life because I would fly back and forth from Los Angeles to Cincinnati, Ohio, where my dad was. And I didn't ever know when my last conversation with my dad would happen. And in one of our last conversations, he said, Rebecca, I think the way you're living life is so different than most people. You should write a book. And I had no idea what I was going to write about. A few months later, my dad died, my marriage was dissolved, and I was sitting in my financial planner's office, and he was looking at me and looking at my portfolio going, wait, you had your best financial year ever this year. You actually became a millionaire, and it's the same year you lost your dad in your marriage, and I think you should write a book. So I wrote a book. It's called How to Make a 6-Figure Income Working Part-Time. And in the book, I lay out 7 key areas of life, which I call my 7 pillars of abundance. And when you have all 7 areas of life at a level 10, you can be balanced, beautiful, and abundant. So now I coach women on how to go from burned out to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. I do one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and I lead international luxury retreats.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And I can imagine, yeah, what it was like experiencing the most painful moments in your life, and as well the most the income in that year.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Mm-hmm.
was very surprising to me, but I think because I was doing all these 7 pillars of life, I did not fall apart. And that's why I was able to earn that good income.
Wow, I love that. And my first question is, what inspires you? Now we know what inspired you to write the book, and in general in life, every day to get up, what inspires you?
Yeah, what inspires me is knowing that we're not going to be here forever, that every day on planet Earth is a gift and a blessing, and to make the most of that day in every way, whether that is reaching more people who I can help or becoming a better version of myself physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. It is to leave a legacy because I don't have kids. I won't be leaving a biological legacy. So, how many people can I touch while I'm here?
Yes, that's a good question, and also a good purpose to have to touch as many people as possible. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing. And my next question is, who inspires you? I think you mentioned already some of your maybe mentors, coaches. Who was the best coach you ever had in your life?
My favorite spiritual teacher was Michael Beckwith, and he was in The Secret. He's written a lot of best-selling books. He was my first wedding officiant, and the wedding went bust, but it was such an honor to have him as my wedding officiant. And he taught me so much of what I apply today in my life and in my coaching practice.
Wow, that's very inspiring. Thank you so much. And how do you inspire other people?
I inspire other people because I'm an example of resilience. I am an example of reinvention. My life really took off when I was in my late 40s. And a lot of women think, oh, life is over then. You're not in your childbearing years. You're not considered as sexually or romantically desirable in your late 40s. But for me, I manifested meeting my soulmate and had my dream wedding, and we've been traveling the world, and I'm in the best physical shape of my life, and I am financially doing great and just having so much fun. Now I'm in my early 50s, and life is just opening up in so many beautiful ways.
Wow. What are your gifts and talents?
Yeah, my gifts are my ability to talk to people. I know how to be very authentic and speak from my heart. I'm not worried about looking dumb or silly. I just want to be authentic and unapologetically me in the moment. And I feel like I'm just really, really good at connecting with people, listening, telling them what they need to hear to get to their next step.
Wow, I love that. And I read in your bio that you were a guest on over 100 podcast episodes. I
Yes,
think
I have
for
been.
Mhm. Did you have your own podcast?
Yes, I have my own podcast. It's called The Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant Show, and I've done over 200 episodes, and it is ranked in the top 1% of all podcasts globally.
Globally, wow. Because I'm at the beginning of, I started in December and I'm at the beginning of finding out how this works.
Yeah. Well, you're on
Yeah.
a great journey. Keep going.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much because I committed to 1,111 episodes. I'm on my way and all around the globe as well
Who
as
did
you
you
said.
commit that to?
Mhm. Oh,
Who did you say
someone,
you were going to do that?
yeah, someone asked me, and it was the first number that came into my mind. And now I took the challenge and I have to finish it. This is my hyper achiever talking, of course. Yes. But let me ask you about your goals for 2024. Do you set goals or do you have intentions?
I do. Every year on January 1st, I do a workshop called the New Year, New You workshop, and we turn our goals into affirmations. So, for the 7 key areas of life, I have 3 goals. So, I have 21 goals for 2024 in each area of my life. So, I mean, it could just go down each one. I'll give you one. Like spiritually, I want to wake up earlier so I can meditate more and have a longer morning practice. Physically, I want to walk 5,000 steps a day and drink 96 ounces of water. Emotionally, I want to stop comparing myself to others and celebrate myself where I am. Romantically, I want to have fun romantic vacations with my husband. Mentally, I want to keep learning by going to more live events. Socially, I want to have at least one social visit every week with a friend. And financially, I want to make multiple six-figure incomes in my coaching business. And I also promote health and wellness products. I want to make six figures in that one too.
Wow, I love that because yeah, it is seven areas. You talked about seven keys, and then you have three affirmations for each of them, 21, and you put them into affirmations. You said yes, affirmations, and then I don't know how you repeat it, but I assume you repeat them every day several times. Oh.
Yeah, I put them on note cards, and when I have my morning practice, I do a beautiful abundance journal, which I would like to gift to your listeners. It's absolutely incredible. I'll tell you the story about that. I was in a 12-step meeting and I sat next to a woman named Janet, and she said, "This is how you write in a God journal." And she gave me these really powerful journal prompts. And through the years, I've been writing every single day in this journal. I've added a couple more very powerful journal prompts. Now I've been doing it every day for 30 years, and it has sculpted my life from negative to positive. It's reframed my narrative. It has helped me learn from my mistakes, celebrate my wins, and all of your listeners can download this as a gift. It's in my Linktree link, which you can share in the show notes. So, yes, when I do my morning practice, I do journaling. I read from a couple spiritual books, and then I also read my 21 affirmations.
Wow, I absolutely love this, and this is so generous to gift it to the audience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I never heard of this before, an abundance journal. What I know is like gratitude, doing gratitude every day in the morning. I'm with my study group, I'm reading The Magic by Rhonda Byrne every day. There are exercises. I think you know this book. So a gratitude journal to write down what you are grateful for and why every morning. Abundance seems so I like to learn more about that. Thank you for sharing. Of course.
Sure.
Now I'm curious. I have to I have to look it up right after our interview. So my next question is, when people reach out to you, and they will after listening to this podcast episode, do you have special offers and services? We learned about one offer. This is your abundance journal. I love it. And then how can they help you? What are you looking for?
Yes. So, how you can work with me, it's all in the link tree. You
Mhm.
can download the Abundance Journal. If you want to have some coaching in the 7 areas of life, I have a 777 challenge, 7 pillars of abundance in 7 days for only $7. You can do that. And you can also schedule a complimentary breakthrough call. So the call has a $500 value. What I do is I help you get unstuck. So, in whatever area of life you feel stuck, maybe you are stuck in a health issue, you can't lose, those last 20 pounds. Maybe you feel stuck in a dead end relationship, or you're stuck being single and you're ready to manifest your soulmate. Maybe you are stuck in a dead end job and don't know how to get out. Wherever it is that you feel stuck, I am committed to helping you get a breakthrough in the 45 minutes. And also, you'll get a personalized affirmation that will become your new mantra. So, whenever your old limiting belief comes up, you will have this new affirmation that I give to you that will help you rewire your neural pathways in your brain so you can start getting a totally different result.
Oh, I absolutely love this. Thank you so much. Yes, please, people, connect with Rebecca. She's amazing. And do you have a last message for our audience?
Yes, I would say just do your day. When I'm thinking about the past, I'm usually in depression or regret or perfectionism, saying I coulda, woulda, shoulda done it better. I should be further along by now. When I'm in the future, I'm in anxiety. Oh no, what's going to happen? How is it going to turn out? What am I going to do? And when I'm just in the moment, when I just take the next breath and do the next right thing to move my life forward, that is where the happiness is. So I would say live in the next 24 hours like it's the only 24 hours you have, because we are not promised tomorrow. And within that 24 hours, just keep doing the next indicated action. And that is how you'll find happiness today.
Oh, thank you so much for this message. I have to watch the replay because there were so many nuggets you shared with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and see
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
And see you in the next episode.